Hi Virgo, welcome to your mid-April 2020 reading. That might be a little too loud. Let's cut that down a little. I hope everybody's doing well. I've been really busy, kind of preparing. I will say this. I'm in a relaxed mode today, and kind of doing this in a comfortable place in the house because I feel like it's very tiring to read cards, but on top of that, for me, I need a fairly quiet place to kind of get my mind frame right, and I'm in a stay-at-home state, so it's hard to get it done with people around. So I've just kind of been like ticking away at it as I can. I decided to no longer do the daily readings only because I just don't have the time during the day. I think I just overestimated my abilities on what I could accomplish. So I thought, why not a bi-weekly and a monthly? And I believe that I'm going to start doing some breakdowns of current astrology, kind of explain like how it will affect you as a sign, as your sun sign. You know, all these readings are sun, moon, Venus, Mars placements, rising. But I always say, keep what resonates and leave the rest. With all that being said, sorry, I got distracted. I don't know why those thoughts weren't coming to me very easily. I'm feeling very distracted with energies lately, mainly because there's a lot of fear in the collective right now, and rightly so. Well, it's dualfold. I feel a lot of fear, and then at other times I feel amazingly calm. Almost to the point of not taking it seriously, but I realize that these aren't my energies. My energy, as far as the coronavirus is concerned, is, you know, I only can prevent it so much. And that's by distancing myself from other people, washing my hands, not touching my face with my hands, limiting how much I go out to little if none, and that's just, you know, to grab things that I need, you know. But I feel like what comes, you know, and I don't feel like a doomsday thing right now. I kind of feel like this is going to be pretty shocking, a little devastating, very devastating for a lot of people who lose people in their lives or family members. I'm getting choked up. It's like I'm very aware of all the energies around me right now. And I'm going to try and read this as best I can. I got, you know, from Aries to Leo last night, but I had to read Gemini 3 times because I just could not, it wasn't sinking in. Like, I'd be reading the cards, and then halfway through, I'm like, that's not what these cards are saying at all. Like, these cards aren't saying this. These cards are actually referring to blah, 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 blah. And I don't usually have that problem when I lay out cards. Every once in a great long while, and it's usually when I'm distracted. So, I'm going to try and get through this, and bring as much positivity and love and light as I can to your reading, Virgos. So let's see what you got going on for April, mid-April 2020 for Virgo. What does Virgo have to look forward to for mid-April 2020? And that is usually the 15th, you know, middle of the month to the end of the month. Let's see what the universe has in store for you, Virgo. Virgo, I feel like financially, you're sitting back. I got the King of Pentacles. But the King of Pentacles in this deck is very nonchalant, which is a little unusual for me for Capricorn. Or I'm sorry, I view King of Pentacles as Capricorns, but it's a little laid back energy for the King of Pentacles. But I feel like you're sitting back and kind of trying to see how things go. Hopefully this isn't like the last reading I had for you on the 27th, Virgo, because it started out the exact same way. But anyways, yeah, I feel like you're sitting back and kind of like watching how things go, in a financial sense. And your very next card is the Magician. So you're trying to manifest something, Virgo, and in order to do it, you know, you need to sit back and wait. Which has never really been an issue for you, Virgos. Unless it involves cleaning. No, I tease. It's all out of love, all affection. But anyways, let's see what you're trying to manifest, Virgo, for mid-April 2020 to the end of the month. I got the Six of Pentacles. So you're trying to manifest equal give and take. And I don't know if it's because, you know, of the coronavirus situation, which I think a lot of people are kind of watching their money and how they're spending it, because they don't, honestly, we don't know, you know, when these stay-at-home orders, executive orders will be lifted. So, but this is more so, truly this is what I feel. For instance, in my state, there is an executive order for staying at home, and except for essential workers. So anybody who's critical to the infrastructure or health and well-being of humanity in that area. And my feeling is this. I don't know if your state is also exercising the same stipulations that anybody who isn't considered an essential worker goes home and stays home and limits them going out to only the most, only when you need to. And for example, my situation, my significant other is out working because he is considered an essential worker. I am not, because I am not considered an essential worker. And I feel like, Virgo, I feel like this is the tug that you're having right now. And this isn't for everybody. I'm reading for the collective. So this sounds very specific. It might not be, but it feels specific. But the feeling I get, Virgo, is that either you or your significant other or whoever else helps you maintain the household bills is off of work and one is not. And I feel like you're the one working, Virgo. And if you're not an essential employee, I feel like around the house maybe you're doing the majority of the load and you're trying to manifest equal give and take. But unfortunately, we're in a situation as a whole that we don't know what we're waiting for. We don't know what's coming around the bend, you know, and we're also in a situation where everybody's schedules have been turned upside down. You got kids at home, you got husbands and wives at home, some trying to work, some not. Trying to set up a structure and get everybody on board isn't always the easiest thing, especially when there's multiple people in the household. And I feel like, Virgo, because you're the little organizer that you are, that you're trying to get this done. And you're sitting back to see if the other person concerning this reading, whether it be a relationship, a family member, or a friend that you live with, to see if they'll start picking up the slack, because you can't really jump on board just yet. None of these executive orders have been out long enough for anybody really to have found a routine or a schedule. Because this is what's going to make you happy. The Nine of Cups. When you're able to manifest that equal give and take, happiness is what comes. But you're worried that people are going to try and get away with whatever they don't have to do and leave it all on your shoulders. And I know this is usually like the sneaky card or the manipulative card, but I feel more it's like I'm hiding, and I don't want you to see me, because if you do, I might have to do all this work that you're doing. And I'm not saying that they're being lazy. I don't think that the routine has been ironed out yet. And you're at home and stuck indoors, so irritation's going to be part of it. But I'm not feeling that. I feel like, actually, Virgo, that you're really patient right now. That you understand that this is an unusual situation, and you can't expect people to jump in and chip in on what you usually do, because I feel like this is your usual chores, or like your usual schedule is to take care of the house, cook, clean, all that good stuff. And it doesn't necessarily mean anything other than, now that there's more people in the household all day long, every day, you now have twice the load, if not 3 times the load, or 4 times the load. And so you need help at this point. I mean, you can't do everything while everybody enjoys a nice relaxing vacation, even though, it's a stressful vacation. But, I mean, they're not at work. So first 2 weeks of that is usually, I'm going to sleep in, relax, watch some TV, catch up on series that I haven't been able to. But I don't feel like you're able to, Virgo. But I know that you can tell that this is because everybody's thrown off their schedule, and you're being very patient with that. Independence. The thing I feel with this, Virgo, because it's right under you, I feel like, truly, whether this is Virgo or the cross watcher, you are the center cog that keeps everything together. And you're independent. You go about your day. Nobody tells you to go wash the dishes or take out the trash or do the laundry or whatever it is. This is part of your routine. This is usually what you handle. This is your wheelhouse. And you like it that way. And it's just a mess because you work so independently, but yet because you work independently, you have got all this stuff to do and nobody to help. But you're aware of all this. And so you're approaching it with a very loving manner. Which is just so speaking too. I mean, some of the most affectionate people I've met have been Virgos. I mean, they will literally ride and die for you if you're in their wheelhouse with them. And that's because I've never dated a Virgo, but I've had friends that are Virgos, and I swear, hands down, some of the best ride or die friends I've ever had. So you're handling this with love. Let's see what we got going on next. And strength. Let's see. Let's change the deck. I'm going to get some clarifiers on this. Let's get some Moonology cards and see if the universe has any suggestions, I can't believe I couldn't spit that out, has any suggestions for you, or things to watch out for, a way that you can kind of smooth this rocky road that you and your housemates or family members or significant other are going through. Let's see. Hold your vision. So yeah, you're looking at it the right way. But you know this. You know you're looking at it the right way. You know you need to exercise some patience. Because everybody's schedules are just out of whack. Including yours. You know. But you're a good planner, and you're very good at maintaining a household, Virgo. And this is for masculine energies too. This is just not just feminine energies. Anyways, the next Moonology card you got was expect powerful change. So this change is coming. And you know this, but I think the thing that you don't know is that it's going to like turn really fast. Like one day you're doing everything and the next day it's like everybody's like, oh, I got it. Okay. You know, there's still stuff that needs to be done around here. Here, let me give you a helping hand. Anything else that you need to know for mid-April through the end of April for Virgo? Yeah, just be strong. Keep standing. You got the Bear card, which is strength. And it's right under the King of Cups. So strength, and which is ironic because right next to the King of Cups, you have the Strength card. And underneath the King is the Bear, which stands for strength. For me, it stands for strength. And then you got the Wisdom, the Owls, the Wisdom card. So you just need to stand in your strength, lovingly, understanding, you know, be wise in differentiating between somebody offloading all the work onto your shoulders or somebody who's just not aware that it is falling all on your shoulders. With that being said, Virgo, you guys have a wonderful rest of the month. Talk to you later. Love and light.